on the brief this morning is the arrival of our President Bola Tinubu in Paris, France, on a 3-day state visit at the invitation of the French President Emmanuel Macron. The visit aims to bolster political, economic, and cultural ties between the two nations with a focus on partnerships in places in sectors like agriculture, security, education, health, youth engagement, innovation, energy transition. And this was confirmed by the presidential spokesman. And back here in the country, the chairman of the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms, Mr. Oyedele, has alleged that the federal government has nothing to show for more than 60 taxes and levies collected across the country. He made the claim at the Senate's plenary on Wednesday. He further noted that the federal government intends to halt the situation where Nigerian businesses are forced to pay tax, even in the face of losses, compelling the need to scrutinize the system through key reforms.
Nigeria is taxing its poorest people. We are taxing poverty. And it's not showing our tax collection because we have more than 60 official taxes and levies. Unofficially, those taxes and levies are more than 200. We believe it's time to address that problem. If we do not do these reforms now, then when should we do it?
There's some great details in that reform that is proposed, and I hope that everybody will look at it and give us a better future in terms of our fiscal and tax policies in the future. But let's see how that plays out eventually later in both houses. But let's tell you that next door, which is the House of Representatives, it has passed the medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper 2025 to 2027. In passing the documents, the House adopted the recommendations of the committees on finance and national planning and economic development, one of which mandates relevant committees to investigate reports from Revenue Mobilization and Allocation and Fiscal Responsibility Commission, alleging that the NNPC withheld 8.48 trillion naira as claimed subsidies for petrol.
Putting this very ambitious target of 2.06 and 2.35, we are not likely to achieve it. And if we don't achieve it, we know that we are tightening our belt because we're already projecting that we are going to sell 2.06. And if we sell lower than that, we get lesser fund.
When you have projections, it's not certainty. And to get to this projection level, the operators of the NUPRC gave us the details. As of today, they are above 1.8, they are closer to 2 million.
The projection for 2025 is about 2 months away. That's where I'm going to. So I'm saying that the projection is over-ambitious.
Minority Leader, 2025 is not January 2025. That it will happen in 2025 is a projection. Not a word, but so when you say it's only 2 months, I don't think that is very logical. We are saying the projection is saying within the year of 2025.
A lot of debates. Let's head out to the judiciary, where High Court of the Federal Capital Territory has adjourned to December the 10th for the ruling of a former governor of Kogi State, Yaya Bello's bail application. The presiding judge, Justice Marian Aneni, also ruled that Mr. Bello and 2 others who are defendants are to be remanded in the EFCC custody. The former governor had earlier pleaded not guilty to all 16-count charge brought against them by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the EFCC. The Supreme Court has upheld an appeal by the All Progressives Grand Alliance recognizing Mr. Sly Ezeokenwa as its national chairman. The court also ordered a 20 million naira fine against Mr. Edozie Njoko for filing a frivolous suit at the FCT High Court in Buhari. Justice James Omotosho, in a judgment, held that there was no valid court judgment or order, including a judgment from the Supreme Court that recognized Mr. Njoko as ABGA national chairman. Now, police operatives in Anambra State have rescued 2 female kidnapped victims and arrested 4 suspects. Disclosing this in a statement, the spokesperson for the State Police Command, Tochukwu Ikenga, and police said police operatives attached to the Oba Police Divisional Headquarters in Idemili South Local Government Area of the state led the operation. The victims were rescued and the suspect arrested after a ransom of 200,000 naira was said to have been paid for the release of the victims. Let's now talk business. The Central Bank of Nigeria has set up a minimum trade value of $100,000 for interbank foreign exchange trading via the electronic foreign exchange matching system. The directive was signed by the CBN's Director of Financial Markets Department, Dr. Malara Duke, who says the development is part of efforts to ensure transparency, efficiency, and compliance within Nigeria's FX market. Let's head out to the international scene, where Israel has informed the International Criminal Court at The Hague that it will appeal against the arrest warrant for Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his former defense minister, Yoav Gallant. It also asked the court to suspend warrants pending the outcome of appeal. The Prime Minister's office said in a statement the ICC issued a warrant for Netanyahu and Gallant last week on suspicion of crimes against humanity and war crimes in Israel's war on Hamas in Gaza, triggered by the Palestinian militant group's October 7, 2023 attack. And in sports, Liverpool beat Real Madrid 2-0 on Wednesday to move back to the top of the Champions League standing with the perfect record of 5 victories from 5. Second half goals from Alex McAllister and Cody Gakpo were enough to give Arne Slot's team victory, both with Kylian Mbappe on Madrid and Mohamed Salah missing from the spot. Defeat leaves holders Madrid in the 24th spot. All right, those are the stories we've been tracking for you, say, in the last 24 hours. And earlier this morning is going to form part of our conversation for the day, especially the one that has to do with the judiciary and all of that. Now, as we begin to explore some of the conversations you've been having on social media.